Good morning, man. How's it going?
Good morning, sir. I'm going all right there. All right.
Good. We got an action-packed show ready for the day. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today on May 17th, 2025. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another fantastic day in the neighborhood, I should say. And I just want to thank you again, sir, for doing the show with me and everything that goes along with it. This is not always easy to do.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Life has a way of, like the kids say, lifing. We still got to be here, ready to go with a great show.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. I'm wearing my Tigers. I got something that fit a little bit better. Let's see here. Detroit baseball. They doing their thing. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes. They in segment number 2. You what you got there? What you got?
I got was doing the little spring cleaning, and today is they're gonna have Cletus from Good Times on. Look at what I found.
Oh,
Lord. This is Cletus Productions. UB Productions. Hey, you know what? I just had to stop. I said I gotta get it out of my system.
Well, you ever see the comedian on the internet where he be looking through the window like you're looking at people's food, telling them, "Put 5 on my plate." Let me borrow that.
Yeah, that's Cletus' debut, man. I told you I had it.
Oh my God.
Black Falcons.
Lord.
I know, man. I know. I said, man, I was sitting over here debating, like, man, do I do this? I said, well, the only thing that happen is I'll be told not to do it again. So
our normal person who does the editing and auditing, he's not here yet. When he goes back and watch the show, we might hear a little something. Right. But as of right now, I think your banner is a little upset. I think that's on the person that's upset about it. I think that's only one upset is the banner right now, but it's okay. Right. It's okay. Like I said, let me borrow that.
Hey, remember that episode of Martin when she was like, "What tape is that?" He was like, "Yeah,
King Beef."
Told you, man, I got a whole truck of those down there.
All right, let's stop. Before somebody get mad, we get some letters. Hey, that'd be good if we get some letters. Come on. Sometimes you gotta have a little controversy to get it go a little bit further. That's normally how it happens. Right. But it's all right. We gonna say rest in peace to Sticks, and we keep his memory alive. Keep his memory alive. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. Topic of the week. First topic of the week. Brought to you by who? By you, the people who weekly go to our sports talk page on Facebook. Thank you for all the members. If you are watching, please go to our sports talk page on Twitter, which is X, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Go on all of them. You can find Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. Join our pages. Join and let us know that you're here. Leave a comment. Let me make sure I got the chat up and running. The chat is running. We want to make sure everybody is able to make some comments, and we're gonna get Felix back on here. But right now, our first topic of the week is the NBA playoffs, and they had a great game last night. Great game last night. The Knicks jumped all over the Celtics, beat them like they stole something, and before you know it, that game was over. That game was over pretty much in the first quarter. I knew once JT was gone that the Celtics would have a little bit of trouble. They were already down in the series when JT. They were already down 2-1 when JT went down anyway, and 3-1 when JT went down. So, you know, he's going to be down, and that's one of our topics: is will JT ever be the same coming back from his injury? Good morning, Mr. Brown. How you doing, sir? Felix just went out for a second. He'll be back. And talking about the NBA playoffs. As a matter of fact, here he is here. Welcome back, sir.
I had to get some water.
Good. Good.
I don't know what it is. The last 2 Saturdays, man. It's like right here. Okay.
We got you. We're glad you're here. We're glad you made it back. We're talking about the playoffs, last night's game. Greg said that was a terrible game, which it was. That game was over pretty much before it started. I don't know if the Celtics were in the locker room already making plans. After they have they final meeting, they final one-on-ones of the season. I don't know if they was already had they tickets already booked. They was already going 1, 2, 3 Cancun, going fishing. They probably already sent their own pictures over to TNT. I think they made their own pictures the way they played last night.
What was that, like 36?
Yeah. Let's see the score. The final score was. Let's see what I had everything up here. Let's see here. Last night, final score was 119-81. See, let me do some quick public school math.
38.
38. Yep, 38. They beat them like they stole something. What they say the rented beat them like a rented mule. That game was over pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, yeah, unfortunately.
Man, that's crazy. You know what? I guess you got to break it up now, because you paid Tatum. Okay, he had this, significant injury, but you paid Brown too. And Jalen, he did show up at home, but you got to make it consecutive, man.
Yep.
You supposed to do that performance that you did at home right back in New York.
Yep. You got to.
Yeah.
You got to. And I thought it was pretty cool for New York. They had all their stars out. They had all the New York people. It was like LA, but in New York, and how glittery it was with all the stars and all the former players sitting courtside, and the New York crowd. They don't hold it up for nobody. They yelling and screaming, cussing everybody out.
Right.
Being a New York crowd, I got a chance to put that game on in the background and hear all the crazy noise and stuff. And I didn't really get a chance to pay too much attention. All I kept hearing was, and another one, and they're down. And that's all I kept hearing. Oh my God, what are they gonna do? It's halftime. I can stop here. They got no. That's all I kept hearing was the Knicks playing tough. We got some small market dominance of the 4 teams playing in the conference finals. You have the let's see here. Let me get to that really. Let me get to that stat really quickly.
The Knicks and Minnesota waiting on the winner of Denver and OKC.
Yep, we got Pacers and Knicks and Thunder waiting on the winner. I'm sorry, the Timberwolves waiting on the Thunder's and Nuggets winner. That game is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The game is tomorrow. That game is tomorrow. Yep. So I'll be doing my best to watch that. I committed to the house to cook. I'm gonna smoke some ribs put some ribs on the smoker, and see if I can do my best to be a native Texan, even though I'm from Michigan.
What's a native Texan?
Smoking brisket, ribs, chicken, and once you come to Texas, they teach you there's a difference between grilling and barbecue. I'm going to barbecue some ribs. I'm not going to grill them. Grilling means you're going to cook them hot and fast. Barbecue means low and slow. So that's one of the things you learn when you come down to Texas. So like you grill hot dogs, you grill burgers, you grill a steak, but you barbecue. You're supposed to barbecue a chicken, barbecue a brisket, barbecue ribs.
And where is this written?
That's in the unwritten Texas Bible. It's an unwritten Texas Bible. So okay, that's one of the things you learn.
So y'all totally different than that. Okay. So you grill. So grilling hot dogs is where you get the black marks on the hot dogs. That's grilling.
Yeah, hot and fast.
So what's the other way you would do it? Put it in a pot with some water and boil it?
Well, that's not barbecue or grilling at all. That's just making some hot dogs. That's a good time.
Right. That's Cabrini Green Projects. Good.
Yeah. Hey, but you ain't know that necessarily Cabrini Green. That just period people
Right.
period cooking hot dogs. You know, beanie weenie, cut your hot dogs up, put them in your beans, put them in the microwave. If you're at work, if you cook them too long, they're gonna look all like somebody did something bad to it. You can't tell me you ain't never had no microwave hot dog, and when it come out, it be looking like this, but you still eat it anyway.
Nah,
don't tell that lie.
I went to public school.
You've never had a microwave hot dog before.
Never had a microwave hot dog. In the 50 years I've been on God's green earth, I've never had a microwave hot dog.
You are a lucky person. I can guarantee you, there's people that's watching this show right now shaking their head like, you microwave a hot dog, it'll look like it's burnt, but kind of like crispy, but kind of like cooked funny on one corner, and the other side is like this regular. The other side will be all crazy looking.
Like I told you, the best hot dogs is at Comerica Park. I can sit there and eat a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I agree. Especially at the old Tiger Stadium. The best hot dog I ever had was at a Windsor Spitfires game. The Windsor Spitfires over in Windsor. My former coworker, he was a scout for them, and we would go over there to Spitfire games, and before we would get in the door good, they knew him, so they'd already have 2 hot dogs ready and a beer. Literally, he would walk up and he would already be handing it to him, and if I was with him, they would hand me 2 hot dogs and a beer. Literally, over at the Windsor Spitfire game. Those that's the best hot dog to this day I've ever had, and they came off of a grill, like a metal grill. Easily. All right, we done got off topic a little bit. We're gonna get back in there. Greg C, he never had no
I be doing it. I don't know what it is.
Greg never had a microwave hot dog either.
See, Greg, no. Oh man, I never in the 50 years I've been on, I never had it. No, everything don't go in the microwave, man.
I agree. But when you at work, you ain't got but a few minutes. You gotta do what you gotta do.
They need to move that much. That's what they need to do. A lunch hour should be a lunch hour, right?
I agree.
Not 20 minutes, not a half an hour, a lunch hour. That's what it's called. We've had that discussion many times. Right.
Because by the time you get off, by the time you get to the clock out, get your food, warm it up.
See, right, when that's working at the plant, the bell is everybody just stopped working, right? But now you gotta go and find your place at the microwave, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want to come behind that guy who got tuna fish. Fish, right? Now your food there, man. It should be a lunch hour.
I agree, but a lot of people say they don't want to add that extra 30 minutes to their work day, and then their drive time. And I get it. I understand that, the reason behind it. I'd much rather have a whole lunch hour, but that's just me. All right, let's get back on track. Let's see. The Pacers have took down the Cavs 4-1. The Nuggets and the Thunder played tomorrow, like we said. Timberwolves beat the bleep about it, the Warriors, and the Knicks jumped on the Celtics last night. So right now we're just waiting on that one game, and of course we're gonna make sure we put that in our predictions. Who's going to win the Thunder Nuggets game tomorrow? The game is in OKC, and but you still got a strong Nuggets team. Can you believe the small market dominance out of the 4 teams in the conference finals? The only team we have that are big market is the Knicks. And is this really the year of the Knickerbocker? What do you think? You think the Knicks gonna win it this year?
I'd rather see the Knicks than the Pacers.
Okay. Will we see a Knicks Timberwolves final?
I'd rather see the Knicks in Denver.
Okay. Man. I think for the storyline, it'll be a better Knicks versus Timberwolves. Because you got the trade. You traded Cat for Julius Randle and the other picks that were involved, but those are the 2 biggest names. And both of them playing real well right now. Julius out there balling. Cat playing with a lot of confidence right now. And I would like to see that myself. The Nuggets are, in my opinion, are probably a better team in terms of experience, but I think it just might be the Timberwolves' time. Quite honestly, it just might be their time. Because the way Julius Randle and Ant-Man playing, Ant-Man out there playing with the utmost confidence, out there dunking on everybody, And you know whether he scored 2 points, 3 points, a layup, whatever, however he doing it, he let you know about it.
Yeah.
And he let the crowd know. And it's a beautiful thing to see that young man get out there and play the way he's playing. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Definitely gotta love it. All right, we gotta talk about it. The Mavs get the first pick. Was it a fix? Was the fix on?
Absolutely. 1.8 chance of winning the first pick, right? And they get it. Now you could have said it was rigged when we got it, right?
When we got Cade?
Yeah, but when have we ever had it? Right.
When we were the worst team, we still didn't get it. When we got Cade, we were the second worst team. So it was more of a likelihood that we were going to get Cade, get the number one pick. Then, even when we were our worst teams. 2 years ago, people was complaining the Pistons didn't get the first pick. And when they still had the old regime, I was like, what y'all complaining for? They ain't going to do nothing but screw it up. If they got some better people in the front office, then you can complain. Because they ain't going to do nothing but mess up the people that they got, through the grace. They went and got, Trajan Langan in there, the Alaskan assassin. He has staying on track now. He made the right hire with J.B. Bickerstaff. The other gentleman, they paid him to go away. And he's coaching basketball in high school now. I'm not saying he wasn't a good coach. I'm just saying he wasn't a good coach for that team in that situation. Sometimes you got to look. Monty Williams, you got to look at the big picture. They had a chance to get Ime Udoka, but they didn't want to bring him in with all his baggage. But now Houston's doing well, even though they got bounced in the first round. But that team is still on the rise. The Pistons and Houston pretty much kind of mirror each other right now in terms of Jalen Green and having Cade, two guys who, in my opinion, are scorers, but not winners. Jalen, I think, is still a little bit more of a dog than Cade, but we've had that conversation. We shall see how things move out forward. Do I think it was fixed? I will say that I think Jay Williams said it best. It's a business. It's a business now. Was it a total fix? Probably the execution. But this is a business. You want to make sure that LA has a top player there. You want to make sure that things are going well in New York, and everything else falls into place. The two biggest markets, LA, New York. Then you're looking at Miami. Then Chicago. Chicago's okay right now, but Chicago isn't. They're good. They're a nostalgic team. The Pistons are doing better again. You got North and South, and now you take care of your South. You're taking care. Houston's doing well again. Oklahoma City's doing well in the South, and you want to put that triumvirate together with Dallas. So you got those three teams within 6 hours of each other, driving within 6 hours of each other. So why not put that together?
Right.
Why not put that together? So it's 5 hours from Dallas to 4 hours from Dallas to Houston. From Houston, from Dallas to OKC is another 2.5, 3 hours. So why not keep that triumvirate together? You got teams in the North. You got Minnesota. You got Detroit, Cleveland, and that line doing well. Chicago's okay, and then you're looking out west. You got LA. You have the Clippers who are doing well, and you got who else is up there? Who's else out there in the west? Phoenix is okay, but they'll be back. So you got that triumvirate out there not doing so, doing pretty well respectively. So it's a business decision at the end of the day. Am I surprised it happened? No, it wasn't as blatant as the folded corner with the Knicks on the very first lottery. You remember when the very first lottery when they showed it, they had the folded corner on the Knicks envelope, and when they pulled it up, it was like, hey, that's folded. That's fake. They cheating. You can go back on YouTube right now. They try and take it down. The league try and take it down, but somebody always put it right back up, and that's why they start doing it. And they start doing the draw in confidentiality, so you won't see it until it just comes up.
No,
that's one of the reasons they try to do that. So they always have some kind of a auditing firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. They'd be in the background pulling those, you with the ping pong balls. So hey, it's in the best interest of the league to have people in the right place, just like they did with. I'm sorry, I forgot to add San Antonio in there. You got San Antonio, who's still going to be on the rise, and hopefully everything is going to be okay with Wemby and his lung problem. So you got San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, OKC, all in a row. Games you can get to within 5-6 hours of driving. So it's a business decision, and that's what happened. That's what it is, and life goes on. Life goes on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. All right. Don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day by Mr. Marcus Holman. He's normally the wizard lives in Oz with us, but today he wasn't able to join us. But I still want to tell you about him. You want to hear about him? Lean in. Go to TikTok. Go to Marcus Holman on TikTok and look his name up. This man is an HR guru, HR specialist, been in HR over 20, 25 years. He can tell you how to do a great start interview, how to fix your resume, how to go in and negotiate your salary once you get the job, what to ask for all your specialties, your insurance and everything like that, your 401k, how to negotiate everything. But to get there, look that man up. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. He's on all of them, just like we are. And he'll get in there. He'll show you what to do. Mr. Marcus Holmes. The man the wizard that lives in Oz, that young man right there, even though we need to get him another sweater, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. All right, we go jump into MLB. MLB, Tigers, 30-15. First overall in the American League, and as well as in all of Major League Baseball. They got the best record. They are 4-2 since the last show. They're on a 4-game win streak, 8-10 over the last 10 games. And last night they beat the Toronto Blue Jays 5-4 in Toronto, in one of my favorite stadiums. I'd say before I get kick the bucket, I want to go see a baseball game in Toronto and a football game. They have they're one of the first cities in the world to have a dome stadium, a multi-purpose dome stadium where you can play. They play football in there. They play Canadian football with the Toronto Argonauts. They used to play basketball in there before they built the basketball stadium for the Toronto Raptors. And they play baseball in there. And there's a hotel attached to the stadium. And that stadium was very famous for the fact that people was out on the balcony doing grown-up activities. And so they had to tell people they couldn't do that no more, and they had to literally sign a waiver saying, if you're gonna get this room, you can't be in the middle of the game out there doing grown-up stuff on the balcony.
Wow.
True story. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. That's true story.
Absolutely.
That's true story. Are you surprised that the Tigers are doing so well? And do you believe yet?
Man. So that's 45 games in?
Yep.
That's 121 to go? Something like that? No,
like that.
62, right? Is it 62 or 66?
I think it's 162.
Okay, so that's 117 games to go. No, I do not believe. Not at all.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to take that away from you. The next best record in the league are the Dodgers at 29-16. Overall, the top 6 teams are Dodgers, Tigers, Dodgers, Padres, Mets, Yankees, and Phillies. So that is 2 teams in the East, and the American League, and the other 4 teams with the best records are in the National League. So I'm starting to be a believer. I'm a believer. I didn't think they were going to do this well. I thought that they were going to do okay. I didn't think they would have the best record in baseball. Like I said last week, I owe the Tigers an apology because I didn't think that they were going to be where they are. I'm glad to be wrong again, and just keep it going. My favorite team for them to play probably is the Blue Jays, and then the White Sox, because those are the teams we always saw on TV growing up on Channel 4 with the Bless You Boys and Al Kaline and I forget the other gentleman who did the games with them. But those were games we always saw on Channel 4, and then they were on Channel 20, and now they're on the on the cable station. Every now and then you'll see them on regular TV on Fox. That's one thing I want to bring up. As well as they're doing, they have yet to play on TNT. They've yet to play on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, and they've yet to play on Saturday on the Saturday Fox game. That bothers me. That bothers me.
Why do it bother you? You're not good.
You have the best record in baseball. You should be getting some shine. You
What?
got the best pitching staff in baseball. You should be getting some shine.
What?
You have the reemergence of Javi Báez, who we're going to talk about in Stoopid Sports News.
Oh, God. Okay.
They should be getting some shine.
Because you in first place?
Yes.
See, this is why. Now I understood why my mama used to tell me to go to bed before I have a test in the morning. That's why.
You see, I'm not thinking so. Let me borrow that.
I no. No, you shouldn't get no shine. You haven't earned no shine.
Okay. That's a good assessment. You're right. It's still the first part of the season, and they haven't been able to sustain anything.
Talk to me at the All-Star break. And then until then, nah, you don't deserve no shine. You lucky you're on Channel 20 or whatever that is. No, you shouldn't be on Fox 2. No, you shouldn't be on Sunday Night Baseball. No, you should not be on Fox Midday Baseball. No. Okay. Not ready for that.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. I'll take that. By the All-Star break, if they're not on there by the All-Star break, we really, in my opinion, that's going to be a real travesty.
Well, we got to see what your record is too, right?
Well, I think with the manager they got, of course they're going to be. Of course, there's some questions, and we're going to talk about that in Stoopid Sports News. We're going to talk about that a little bit when we get to the Stoopid Sports News. In terms of the Tigers, with the skipper and the skipper's pass. We're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Jim Leland.
No, not Leland. We're talking about the manager they got right now.
You talking about the what's his name?
His pass coming from Houston and why.
The cheater. Yeah, the cheater.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna dive into that a little bit more. We're gonna dive in a little bit more about that as we get to closer to when we get to Stoopid Sports News. Well, before we do that, we're going to jump really quickly into NFL. The new schedule is out. Cowboys, Eagles on opening night. Even though the Cowboys were terrible last year, they are still going to be the opening game.
Absolutely.
The Lions are going to be the opening preseason game against the Rams on July 31st in the Hall of Fame game. Who you think at this point after seeing it? Did you see the schedules and all the schedule release videos and how crazy they did it? Who you think is going to win it all?
Right now, you have to say the Eagles to repeat.
Okay, I think that's fair. They're bringing back a good percentage of the team, and they're still pretty young. They still got Saquon Barkley, and they got good receivers. You guys right, Javi Báez. We're gonna talk about Javier Báez. We're gonna talk about Mr. Báez when we get to Stoopid Sports News. So you want to stick around for this one, Greg? I got some theories. Let's see here. So I can go for you saying that the Eagles are still a favorite right now to win it. Do you think the Lions are gonna have a chance? You think the Lions can do it? Don't they play the Eagles this year?
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Let me
go down. You go to Lincoln Financial.
But see, I got the schedule right here. They go on November 16th that's a night game. It's the Sunday night game. Woo, that's scary. You going to Philadelphia at night to play against the Eagles in Philadelphia against them crazy people. And I'm not saying the team. I'm saying the crowd. Mr. Austin, we're gonna have a simulcast for that game. You watching Mr. Austin, he's from Philadelphia, but he's more of a Pittsburgh fan than the Eagles fan. So Mrs. A, we're going to get you included as well. We're going to have a simulcast for that game so we can talk junk and eat popcorn and have some fun during that game and not microwave some hot dogs. We're gonna barbecue some hot dogs for that game. I might even grill some hot dogs. I might put them on the top and let them cook real slow. And then This year.
It's over.
This year. Okay, that was my next question. What do you think their record's going to be? I am going 13-4. I'm going out on the limb.
I just want you to, since you got the schedule up, I just want you to go somewhere and just follow me what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
The bye, what week is the bye week?
The bye week is week 8.
What was the bye week last year?
Week 4.
So the NFL screwed you again. All they did was move your bye week 4 weeks from the previous, right?
They play 7 games and they get a bye.
Okay. So you're supposed to go 10 games barring injury.
Everybody got to do it. Everybody got to deal with it. And they had a hard time this past year.
10-7.
Okay, I'm not saying that's not a bad record. 10-7, that should get you in the playoffs. That should make you at least it should make you a wild card team. At 10-7, you should be a wild card team.
Because again, once again, number one, you're going to miss Ben. Number 2, you're really going to miss Aaron. Number 3, the percentage of him going for it is going to go up. It's not going to go down. It's not going to curve. He's going to go for it that much more. Over 10-7, man.
They got me showing my ashy hands just thinking about gambling Dan, cocaine drain Dan, 3 magic beans going for it on 4th down and 25. We going for it. We got it. We can do it. Huh? It's 4th and 27. 12-yard pass play.
Yep. Huh? You'll see. What Jay-Z say? I ain't passed the bar, but I know a little bit.
You give me a heart attack just thinking about cocaine drain Dan, the man with the red nose. No matter what the weather.
All these players changing numbers, that ain't gonna do nothing either.
I'm not even gonna stress myself thinking about cocaine drain Dan. And no matter what the weather, his nose is gonna be red. Cold weather, red. Hot weather, red.
Hot weather, right.
Warm
weather.
Red.
Cocaine Dan need to take a look at this pre-game movie.
Oh Lord. I almost said something too ignorant.
Hey man, it's Saturday. Say it, man. Say it.
No. Okay, I'll allude to it. Look, I won't say it, show, but I will allude to it. I will say if he would have watched that video before the game, at least he would be a lot calmer going out on the field. He won't be so wired up going out on the field. Excited.
I can see him watching that, talking about, who is that guy? That guy looks familiar. Did he play on our punt team? All right, man, I quit. That's enough for today, man. I quit.
I'll just say, if he would have watched that movie, he would be a little bit calmer. He might not. He'd probably think a little bit better out on the field, make some little bit different decisions because he wants to be so wired up and excited. He will be a lot calmer. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think the Lions. I'm gonna put that for right now, 13-4. I'm gonna stick with that. I think they have the leadership and the team to do that right now, and I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna, like the kids say, clock it at 13-4. I'm gonna clock it at 13-4 for the Lions so far this year. All right. We're doing pretty good. We're making good time right now. Once again, don't forget to click like, click share, and go to our. Let me put the QR code up right quick for those of you who are out there. Go ahead and join our Sports Talk page on Facebook. Join the Sports Talk group. It's a growing group, and you want to make sure you also go to our YouTube, our Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to all of them. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, subscribe. Let us know you out here. Drop a comment on us. Let us know you thinking about us. Let us know you love us because we love you. We appreciate you because we are trying to be the soul train of this generation. When you get up on Saturday morning, you're ready to clean your house, and your mama kick you out the bed and say, "Get up and clean." Those traditions don't stop. But we also want to bring back the tradition of Soul Train. Soul Train, but not Soul Train. Sports talk with Kamau and Felix. When we get on here and we talk about all kind of fun stuff, sports, life, sticks, all that crazy stuff. And hold on. Where is that? I almost forgot. Where my? I know you got it close. Where your Vicks? I know you got your Vicks close. Up. See, we the old tried and true. See, look at that, the old tried and true. Some things don't change. We doing commercials and we looking for sponsorships. So if you know somebody who's looking to get their business out, and we're doing for a really good price. And we see how we put these banners are rolling. We'll put your name in one, and we'll make sure we give you plenty of good commercial time, and so you can get out there and people can come see you and spend money with you because we are a good bet. We are a good bet. Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. All right. Moving forward, where we at now? We are moving into women's sports. Last night was the beginning of the WNBA season. We had this is the opening weekend. We got today. There's some games on. Is it tomorrow or today? Today there's a doubleheader. We got Vegas and New York at noon. Chicago, Indiana at 2 p.m. on ABC. They're getting all the good games. They make sure the matchups are right. Last night we had the Washington with I forget the name over the Dallas Wings, Los Angeles over Golden State, and let's see, Minnesota over Dallas, Washington over Atlanta, Minnesota over Dallas, and Los Angeles over Golden State. We got 2 games. There's actually 3 games today, but 2 games are on. Two of those games are on ABC. Let's see, what's the third game? The third game is, let me get that pulled up because that's a night game. I think that's a 7 o'clock game. No, it's a 9 o'clock game. It's in Phoenix. You got Seattle and Phoenix. I think Seattle's going to win it all this year. What are your thoughts, sir?
No, I think New York going to repeat. Either New York or the Aces.
I like Seattle. Seattle made some good off-season moves, brought in some great talent. They did some good. They did make some good trades and some good acquisitions. I like Seattle to win it this year. I think Seattle's going to take it. So I'm putting that down. Clock it, like the kids say. Seattle going to go eat down. They're going to leave no crumbs, and they're going to win it all this year. Seattle going to win it. I say Seattle. If I have some money to put down, I'll put them on Seattle. I'll put it on Seattle. All righty. Let's see. We got the and my first big bet of the year is that Dallas gonna fire their coach. They already own one. They got Paige down there. They're not gonna bring Paige in to lose.
Right.
That coach is gonna be gone. And if they start 1-5 or 1-6, she gonna be gone. So they better start winning. They got Enrique and they got Paige. And they still, next team is still very, very good. A team that went to the playoffs a 2 years ago, to a team last year who couldn't buy a bucket. And I'm surprised they still got the coach. But that coach is going to be gone real soon if they don't start winning, because they're not going to open up that new facility at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, Dallas Memorial Arena. They open it up just for them. Right now they are in Arlington at UT Arlington, playing on the college campus, but they are literally building a whole facility for the Dallas Wings, then downtown Dallas. The convention center, I've coached there many times, coaching girls volleyball, and there's always girls volleyball. And they had some bad news there early this year when they had some fighting and some shooting going on at the cheerleading competition. I can tell you, ain't nothing crazy to see them cheerleaders at 8 o'clock in the morning. All their eyes look like this. They literally, that's not an exaggeration. All these little girls look like this with all this glitter and all this stuff in the hair and ponytails. It's the craziest thing you ever want to see. Grown, I say little girls from 6 years old, 4 years old, all the way up to 18, and doing cheer competitions. And they got makeup on, and they literally look just like this. All of them. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's kind of scary to see him. It's kind of scary. And if I get somebody mad at me for saying it, you mad because it's true, not because I'm saying it to be mean. There's something wrong, something not healthy about that. When you go see, if you just go to one, go to one competition, just trust me, they all look like this. Look like Stepford children. It's kind of scary. But that's my opinion, but it's a true opinion. And let's see here. Last night was the beginning of the return of the Tunnel Fashion Show. Rickea Jackson came in, killing them, coming through the tunnel with her outfit on. She posed like she was on a runway in Milan. That might be her next career. Miss Rickea Jackson, Detroit native, daughter of Corinne Jackson, Murray Wright alum, Detroit. Ooh, we gonna pray for that. Your banner is taking the plunge. Your banner's taking the plunge.
That's from the what's the name? I got the what's the name open. The windows open. The wind blew it down. Yeah.
We have to tack it down. We got to get some tacks and tack it down. Have to tack it down.
Yeah, I got it.
It's all right. We like, hey, come on back. We need you. I got mine. We want to make sure we match it. We want to make sure we match it. Come on back, Mr. Flag. We want the flag to come back. All righty. Moving forward, we got NHL playoffs. In the NHL playoffs right now, they're in the second round as well. The Stars are beating just 3-2. The Oilers have knocked down the Golden Knights 4-1. The Maple Leafs and the Panthers are tied at 3, and the Hurricanes beat the Capitals. Right now, we're trying to find out who's going to play the Oilers, who's going to play the Hurricanes. And much like basketball, those teams, they're stretching it out before they get to the conference finals. Right now, if I had to put some money on somebody, I would put them on the Oilers. But I do also like the Panthers. The Panthers have a way of playing well, which is scary. Because why? Who are they built by? Stevie Eisenman. So if he can build the Panthers, he can build the Red Wings. I know he's been here with 7 years now, 6-7 years. I think that they should be a little bit further ahead. But you also got to remember they haven't made the playoffs since they went from the West to the East. Being out West was a not as tough of a conference as being out in the East. They in there with all the tough teams. But hey, the other tough teams are tough as well, and they're making their way to the playoffs. So right now the Red Wings. All right, it's about that time. We're gonna take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. All right, as promised, I got some craziness going on for Stoopid Sports News. We're going to talk about Javi Báez. He's made a 180 this season. So you know they're going to have some questions. My question is Javi on the juice? Is Javi on them steroids? Is he on them? Is he taking speed before the game? Is he taking that deer? What did they accuse Baby Ray of taking? That deer horn, grounding up that deer horn and taking it. Is he on the sauce? What you think?
I think he's been watching Sticks.
I know what it is. I know who he been watching. Terry Fair. You didn't see that one coming.
Terry Fair. I don't know. Maybe he just stopped caring.
That's a good way to do it. You stop
Maybe
caring about what's going on.
You know what? I'm gonna tune out the fans. I'm gonna tune out Detroit completely, and I'm just gonna go out there and play. Sometimes they do that. That's what happened in the movie The Fan with Robert De Niro, Wesley Snipes, Bobby Rayburn.
I would have to agree with you on that. He probably did just tune everybody out and say, I'm going to go ahead and play my game. And that might be it. He's out in the outfield right now. He's making Golden Glove plays. Last night he caught the ball, failed, got up and doubled the man up at a home plate. At first base. So right now, hey, Javi's out there doing his thing.
Right.
So let's give kudos to him, and hopefully he can keep it up. And because he's a big part of why the Tigers are at 35-15 right now. Also, of course, there's going to be some questions about the team as well. like I said before, the skipper that they had before, he was banned from the game for a whole year. And why was that? Because they were accused of doing some nefarious things down in Houston while they won the championship. They were in the locker room doing tap with the garbage can, tap with the garbage can, strike, curveball, slider. So now, of course, they go. Major League Baseball is watching the Tigers like a hawk right now. You know that they are. Just see if they're doing things the right way. So I'm pretty sure that they're doing things the right way. And so leave my Tigers alone. Of course, I had to stir the pot a little bit just to have a little bit of fun. Next question. Will the steroid-era players get a posthumous chance to make the MLB Hall of Fame? Why I asked that question, Shooter Joe Jackson and Pete Rose were taken off the ban list. They're not banned right now from making it to the Hall. So right now they got to wait 3 years, 2028, 2029 before they're eligible. When they're eligible, you think they're actually going to get in?
Yeah, because what would be the point of taking them off? I mean, what would be the point of lifting the ban? The only thing I regret to see happen is if they actually put Chet in, because you should have did it while he was alive, man. That would just be a slap in the face. Chet Lemon, yeah, that would just be a slap in the face.
They haven't put Lou Wilker in either, and he's easily the best second baseman not to be in the Hall.
Yeah.
Lou Wilker isn't in either. I agree with you, but my point is, there's not a ban on the steroid-era players, but none of them have been put in yet. So now that they lifted the ban,
who do you put though? Right? Are you gonna put the Rocket Man, Roger Clemens? Are you gonna put
Bonds,
Sosa? Are you gonna put
Bond?
what's McGuire? Bond? If you put one, you're gonna have to put all.
That's my point. Now that you have lifted the ban on Jackson and Rose, are you going to make them wait till they die first in order for them to be eligible for them to go?
That's a good question. Because, yeah, that's crazy. Like, if you lift the ban, you might as well put all of them in. Come on, Barry Bonds. Milk Dud head.
The way I see it, they should all be in there anyway, because it was never illegal for them to go in there. It was never a rule in baseball that they couldn't use steroids.
Oh, okay.
It was never said that, hey, this is a banned substance. They didn't ban the substance until after it came to light that a lot of them were using it.
Okay.
If that's the case, in Major League Football, in NFL, excuse me, they used to put steroids on the training table. They talked about how they literally put it in a bowl on table in the locker room when they fed them. Steroids. When I was in college, a guy came in and talked about how they still use steroids. Every team uses steroids. They all do it, but they know how to mask it. It's synthetic in a lot of ways the way they use it, but they still use it.
Oh, okay.
It's so good at the point now is intraceable. The leagues know that they're doing it, but they don't have a way to test it to get around the way they mask it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a stoner. You know people every day at your job. They get sent to take the piss test. We know that you've been smoking. We know that you've been hitting that bump on your lunch period. Go to the place and get tested. On the way to the place, they stop at the same place they bought that weed, and they drink that drink, and they drink that drink, and they drink that water behind it, clear that, and they max that stuff, and they be back at work the next week with a smile on their face. They tried to get me, dog. They tried to get me. You know I'm right. You know how many times have you seen that?
Every day.
Every day. That's right. They go right back to the CBD place right there, wherever they get it from, and they get them pills and they drink that water. Allegedly, people I know who were in the military, they know when they would be on drugs, and what they would do is when they go sit and take the test, the urinalysis, they drink alcohol. They always say what you put in is what they get out first. So they get the alcohol first. So they get in trouble for the alcohol, but not for the drugs. And I said that's how they used to beat the system. Wow. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Right.
But hey, I say let the steroid-era people in. I've been saying that. They did so much for the game. When they came back after the strike, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire had the home run derby. And right behind them, you had Barry Bonds hitting all the home runs and breaking the record. That brought viewership back to MLB. So you're going to punish them for helping you. That I don't understand. All right, I got my one quick question. Quick question. Brought to us by Greg. I was hoping he would be here because this is Greg's question. Did you see it on the website?
No.
He got a question for you. Will Lil Felix make it to the Hall of Fame before Pete Rose?
Yeah, Lil Felix will make it. Eh?
Lil Felix make it for Pete Rose. Probably.
Lil Felix will be at the ceremony driven there by Lil Penny.
I think that'll happen because at the end of the day, because they're eligible for the Hall, don't mean that they're going to get in the Hall.
Correct.
Say it again. Because they're eligible for the Hall of Fame, don't mean that they're going to be voted to the Hall of Fame. Baseball writers are very, very, very tough.
Yes.
They don't care. They don't care. These are the rules. We sticking to them. I don't care if there's no ban at all. I still don't see them getting in. They say it was a big power play by Trump to make this happen, but I don't see it happening. I really don't. Never say never, but I don't see it happening. No. All right, we're going down the line. We're in our predictions phase right now. Right now, Thunder versus the Nuggets, conference championship. Who you see winning it?
Give me Denver. Denver.
No, I'm sorry. That's not a conference championship. That's the game to win tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's the win tomorrow. Okay, what you got to score?
Give me Denver 80-75.
I'm going to go OKC. Why? Because they're at home. Nuggets probably going to win it, but I'm going to stick with OKC. I'm going to stick with OKC. And my head says OKC. My head says Nuggets, but my heart says Thunder. I'm going to go with the Thunder. I'm going with the Thunder. I'm going to go 109-77. No, not that bad. 109-96. 109-96. All right, going into the Knicks-Pacers series. Who do you think going to win the series? Who are you picking to win the series?
At the Knicks in 7.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that, but I'm going to go with Knicks in 6. All righty. Now, in the next series, we won't have a chance to choose, so we're going to choose ahead of time. We know the Timberwolves are playing. Now, if the Timberwolves play the Thunder, who you got? Okay. So I guess I'll go to the next one. If the Timberwolves play the Nuggets, who you got?
No, the Nuggets. Denver.
Okay. All right. All right. So you got the okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna say if the Timberwolves play the Thunder, I'm going with the Wolves. If the Timberwolves play the Nuggets, I'm going with the Wolves. I'm going with the Timberwolves, no matter who they play.
Okay.
I'm gonna go whoever they play. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
I've been going with the Wolves this whole time. I'm gonna stick with my team. Ant-Man out there playing out of control. I mean, out of his mind, I should say. He playing in control, but he playing out of his mind. And Julius Randle out there playing like a man amongst boys. He started playing. He's playing like he should. I'm really, really proud of him for that. He out there, he doing his thing. All right, we moving down the home stretch. We did our one quick question. We did our predictions recap. We want to thank you for coming out and joining us once again. Don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page and join our Facebook page. Go to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. And we also are on TikTok as well. Subscribe to us. Leave a comment for us. Let us know what you're thinking. Don't forget, Tuesday night, 8:30, Love and Stuff Community, the original flagship show. Love and Stuff will be on with Marcus Hall. Dr. V, Good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edner has her show, Be Encouraged, sometimes on Tuesday, sometimes on Wednesday afternoon. Subscribe to her channel as well on YouTube. You'll get the notifications. And we still got to get Love and Scripture, Love and Music, Love and History back with Brother Williams. We're going to get him back. We're going to get him back on here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Felix. Be safe over there. And we gonna get that banner. We gonna get it situated. Peekaboo with us. We keep playing peekaboo with us. And don't forget, let me browse there. Man, I'm on a VCR. I'm gonna go down to the Goodwill. But let me browse that. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Be safe out there and have a great weekend. We'll be back next weekend, Memorial Day weekend, May 24th. Have a great day, everybody.